Hello and adios. I am Yuri, here today with...
Adios will mean
Yeah,
goodbye,
that means
correct?
goodbye. Why'd you say adios? Hola is hello.
Oh, I meant Ola. I meant Ola. I meant Ola.
Hi, I'm Cal, otherwise known as Clalagraphor.
Hello there, mi senors. I am DeadFun.
Hi, I'm Isiah.
Oh, you had to do the funny Mexican accent.
I can't do
and
accent.
today, senoritas, we are talking about what exactly, Cal?
What are you saying?
Okay, no. Why you always say the girl?
Yeah, that's
Why
what
you always
I'm
say
saying.
senoritas?
If you're gonna like mock Spanish, at least do it
Okay, then,
correctly.
we have to move to the topic really fast. That way we keep up engagement.
That's crazy. JJK is our topic today. Jujutsu Kaisen.
My favorite manga, except when I fucking hate it, and then it's the worst manga that's been made.
Listen, I think JJK is the best manga ever written, ever conceived, and I think we should just have 28 sequels at JJK instead of bum-ass One Piece. That's my opinion.
I believe it's flawed, but still good.
Damn, you think a
I
series
don't like it.
Damn,
still has flaws? That's a brave take.
that's a politician take right there.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like Jujutsu Kaisen for real. It's done irreparable damage to the power scaling community. Okay,
bro. As soon as you said power scaling, it's already had damages since its conception. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sort of getting what they mean. I think Jujutsu Kaisen was the first time I saw a specific series have like a dedicated power scale Reddit.
I don't think so. Even though I don't really like it, I saw Dragon Ball had some.
Wow, no, Dragon Ball's more the exception of the rule.
One Piece?
They've got some. Oh, Goku beat him. He's Goku. Yeah, One Piece does also have one.
Like, did the One Piece power scale Reddit first? I can research this in real time.
Yeah, I feel like
probably.
Okay, you know what? This is what I'll say. I think JJK made it more prevalent in the anime community. I'm like almost 100% sure it existed in like a pretty decent scale before JJK, but I think JJK's memes and stuff like that made it a lot more topical and brought it more in like the widespread anime community. And now like power scaling's like very well known in this community, for better or for worse. I think it's funny as shit. I'll be honest. I think Deku's power scaling specifically is very, very funny. Put anyone on the street, he's beating that motherfucker. But that's just me.
Okay, well, that's but still. Getting back onto Jujutsu Kaisen, I think we can say it has affected us each year in many ways, We each have, I'm sure, stuff we can say on it, but I think it'll be best if we each sort of recount the general takes we have on the series itself. And the same, person to person we did in the introduction there. So with this,
for me,
Yuri.
I liked the story. It was really nice. It was really good. I think if it wasn't for the fans, it could have been fleshed out a little bit longer. It was a good story, but I think if it wasn't for the fans, more pushing, the Arthur and a bit more toxic, which is a different conversation alone. To be honest, it could be a bit more better, but for what it was, not bad.
Okay, I want to say, I'm sure we could each mention a ton of stuff on the fans with the series, but I want to sort of keep it to the series itself. I know, I don't know, you can make some case where they aren't really separable, but it's yeah.
I can't relate. I think the JJK fandom is what makes JJK JJK. I'ma be real.
Yeah, I don't really like the show, but the memes from it are really good.
Yeah, that's my thing. I think the reason I enjoyed JJK as much as I did when it was coming out was Brain Rock Kaisen.
I think it has its own bad points and merits that we can have discussed past the fans.
I guess. Well, if you want my opinion on the show, if I would rate it, probably 7 out of 10, if I'm being honest.
That's reasonable.
What you call it? I genuinely enjoy the show, plus season 1 has a special place in my heart, since I think it was it was one of the first 10 animes I actually fully watched. If I'm not mistaken. But no, I enjoyed the show. Really good. The manga leaks, I don't know if that helped it for me or made it worse for me, if I'm being honest. But overall, I liked it. I enjoyed the ending. I don't know if that's controversial or not anymore. I think that was controversial when it first happened. But yeah, it's a solid show. Memes are great. And I think the fandom is the best fandom ever created.
By the way, before getting into my stuff, I did want to say as well, I'm sure we're gonna spoil the shit out of the manga and talk on the spin-off a little bit. So, like, hey, if you don't want us to spoil the anime, I guess that'll suck to be you, person that's watching this.
I'm so sorry. I feel like everyone's been spoiled on what's happening in JJK. You couldn't go on Twitter for like 5 minutes without knowing what was
I'm
happening
so
for a
sorry,
good few
bro.
months there.
I think that's the stuff you decide to consume.
What'd you call it?
I think
I'm so sorry. Gojo dying was like fucking everywhere.
I was literally
Celebrities were
just gonna
spoiling
mention
it.
I was literally just gonna mention, yeah, sure, that part's famous, but like once that happened, I don't know. I don't think it was as famous. I don't think many know the way the story like actually ended. Like,
Maybe.
You know, actually, not. They bring up a good point. More people know about the spoiler memes like that, or like the insert like Hakari meme or I'd win than the actual ending.
but still, it's like a when it comes to my stuff on Jujutsu Kaisen, I think it's overall a 4 out of 5 series. I think it did hit its peak within season 2, and we can touch on that. But essentially, I think it's an overall technically really good story, and I think could have spent a little bit more time in the oven, as I discussed with some buddies that I have, to really be like the perfect shonen it could have been. And then you, Flash. Oh, my bad. I suppose Isiah.
It doesn't really matter, but I liked season 1. It was cool. Season 2. You know what, audience? I'm gonna be transparent with you all. I didn't watch it.
Neither did I.
And the reason I didn't watch it is because
Yeah.
I didn't have any interest in it. Except for the Gojo flashback. It was funny when What's-Her-Face got shot in the face.
Okay, then. Well then, getting into that, I think Gojo's beginning flashback in season 2 will be the best part in Jujutsu Kaisen, like bar none. Is this like a controversial take?
Considering I haven't seen it, sure, why not?
You even know what happens in the Gojo flashback? It feels like it's pretty. It's like a pretty famous like.
What'd you call it? Well, yeah, I said I haven't seen it, but I know.
They made a movie.
Okay, calm the fuck down, okay?
Oh, I'm not even the most. You're more upset than I am now. Oh my god, DeadFun, calm the fuck down.
And
Exactly,
enough,
calm the fuck
like,
down. Even though I haven't watched it, I know relatively everything that happens. Same thing with like what happens to the manga. I never read the manga. I just kept up with what the fuck was happening. And you know what? I feel like I experienced the story how every JJK fan should. Not by reading it, but by seeing snippets of it online and hearing what friends say about it. I think that's the true JJK experience.
He's not wrong. JJK
no.
They don't read.
No.
This is true.
No. The fuck?
What do you mean no?
It's generally good to consume the media that you like, I don't know, take interest with.
I'll watch season 2 eventually. Like, it's not like I'm not gonna watch it.
When is eventually?
Listen, it could genuinely be tomorrow. It could be in 2 years. Who the fuck knows? Okay. I'm currently watching White Collar right now. And right after this, I have a date with the season 1 finale on my TV. Okay. So that's the show I'm currently consuming.
Yeah, but we're in a discussion of Jujutsu Kaisen. So, like, okay then. So I guess I don't even know how to approach this.
You didn't even let me get to my point that I know what happens. You literally asked me the question and then cut me off because you fucking hate me.
No, okay, this did not happen. The viewers can roll back the footage here. But I said this, and then like, you decide to go on this rant on how like, oh well, actually, I didn't even consume the media. I decided to follow it on Twitter X. And then like,
do you really just call it Twitter X?
Yeah, dude, I did.
That's crazy. You did name it and then use the actual name. That's insane.
You know when that service became X? You know how much time it's been?
I think it's been like 3 years, has it not?
Yeah, like something like that.
And yet, so many people still call it Twitter, which I do find very humorous.
Nobody calls it X, bro.
Except DeadFun, apparently.
Okay, then tell us. Okay, Cal, my bad. I interrupted you. Tell us how much you don't know from the story.
I don't know.
Go on. We're each gonna sit here until you say it.
Well, what do you want to know?
I literally said in the beginning, I think this will be the best part in Jujutsu Kaisen, like bar none. And then I said to you all if you were like pro this position, anti this position.
Yeah, I would say from what the little I've seen of it, it was the best structured from what I've saw. I have my complaints with season 1 and how it was structured, especially since we'll get to that in a little bit. My issues with like the structuring of it with season 1, but from the relative story, I think that part was definitely the best. I think it was also the most if I'm not mistaken, fan recognized, if that makes sense. Like, I
Sort of
know
getting what you
a lot of people really, really like the hidden inventory arc for good reason. It's a really good arc. I think some really big iconic moments came about it, like fucking Gojo dying. I'm so
not
sorry.
really.
I can't think of that scene. I'm thinking of
Let's
the memes
see,
right now.
Gojo dying. The whole kind of dark turn of like not
Ghetto.
Kenny, but fuck, I'm terrible with names.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
talking about
ghetto.
Koji.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ghetto.
yeah,
Toto.
yeah, Ghetto. Yeah,
No,
Ghetto.
they
The
said.
whole kind of
Okay,
like
wait.
dark turn of like Ghetto, pretty good.
By the way, to have Flash be defended really fast, they said Toji. They said Toji.
Oh, okay.
They said Toji. They said Toji. Yes. You know, the whole dark turn of that and like to see like all their backstories, pretty wonderful and pretty good for like the whole story.
I think if
Now,
there were more.
granted, that's when I did first started watching JJK because someone here said, "Hey, just watch these 5 to 8 episodes." Okay, and that's how I fell down the JJK hole.
Well, like, I don't think that's like bad. Watch, there's a reason they're gonna make a movie from the hidden inventory arc. It's like it can be a standalone experience, to be honest. Like yeah, like, but I'll say as well. So like, this is all season 2 and beyond. I think we sort of gotta like shimmy a little back into the beginning here. As like I think season 2 is sort of. I don't know. I think it was very much we can go into it a little bit here, but I decided to rewatch and like pull up some like stuff on like what different viewers did think on it at the time. And it seems like the general take at the time was that like Jujutsu Kaisen season 1 was like shonen broken down into its purest form. You know, shonen being stuff like, in case we happen to like have newbies, it's like I think like your Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, your Bleach, a series like that, but essentially at its core. But I don't know if that's like, it feels like we've seen like so many series like that now that it makes season 1 feel less special. It doesn't feel like the good shonen, the modern shonen. It just feels like a shonen that we, you know, that just sort of exists.
Ooh.
You all, what is your general takes on season 1? I don't know.
Season 1 was a nice, good beginning part. There were some good moments to watch it. Some good moments you go, "What the fuck?" It did bring, and it did kind of start some good, like beginning plots for stories.
I think overall season 1 is totally different than like the rest of JJK. Like a lot of elements we see at like the beginning, I don't really think we see that much like further down the story from what I've seen, especially like the
Wasn't
school
that
aspect. Uh, if I'm not mistaken, a big part of that is because okay, I don't know if you guys know if this is true or not. I can't tell if this is a rumor or this actually happened, where Gege's editor at the very beginning of the story was like pushing Gege to like basically implement stuff that he didn't want to implement, such as like the school atmosphere. So it would be better for like shonen audiences. And Gege didn't like this, but like reluctantly like went along with it. And the reason there was like a tonal shift like after like season 1 or like when the manga at that point is because Gegeke ended up firing that editor and got a new editor better fit his style, which is why there seems to be a massive shift after a certain point in JJK, where it's a lot more darker and grittier because that's the story Gege originally wanted to like portray.
I will mention this first. I believe the tonal shift does make sense in the world itself. I think when it comes to pretty much, you can sort of have the setting be divided into pre-Gojo and post-Gojo. Or like once Gojo ended up getting stuck in the prison realm, they're basically the general setting is sort of cooked since now, you know, the person that stopped most of the bad sorcerers is now stuck. And they made that like apparent to us how that's like bad actually. That's bad. So I think it makes like tonal sense in the story like itself. Past that, I've heard the same stuff when it comes to or sort of a push and pull with the person Gege was put with. But like how much, I don't know really. First, was there more you did want to say on that, Gals? Since I don't want to like skip past it.
Not really. There are like other things, but I feel like we'll get at it later, like how essentially about Yuta and stuff like that. But I feel like that's for like a later discussion. On that. Yeah. You're gritting your teeth. Have fun with that. But before we get into that rabbit hole, how about you two?
Okay, so like here's my. Oh well, did you mean that as in Flash and Yuri? Just to make sure.
That's what I was thinking. Just because me and you have been yapping quite a bit.
I did have a point to
Um,
make more on season 1, but you two, if you want to Flash, you've actually
Actually,
seen
if you-
season 1.
I don't really have much to say. Uh, I really liked what they did with the intro with what's his name? Junpei. When they like had him in the intro making us think that he was gonna be a part of the group just for Mahito to turn him into like a dinosaur or whatever.
I think most of the intros and outros from JJK are like good. There's not a bad one I can.
Yeah,
call.
I don't think there are really any that like I would say are like amazing, but they're all like good.
I don't know. I think season 2's like second outro that I guess you haven't seen actually. Now that I think on it,
I
you
want to
know,
say
that was
I
good.
don't listen. I want to say I don't listen to outros in general. So like,
I
you're
mean, the
fine.
intro to season 2, I didn't really like that much. I'll be honest.
Wait, that was good. Wait, that was.
No, the second one. I love the first one.
Wait, you are my special.
I
You mean you don't like
don't.
it?
Isn't that season 2?
No,
Yeah, it
I don't
was.
like it.
I'll be honest. I just know it from me.
It's a good. It's
I
good on its
I
own.
think no matter how good that song is now, even if I were to listen to it, it's been tainted in my brain. It's like how like a lot of the iconic Naruto openings, while they're good, they've been so like memeified in my head that when I hear them, I don't take them seriously.
sorry. The only one that
Like,
popped in my head was "You Are My Friend" right now.
You're my friend.
But moving on though.
what are we moving on to? Okay.
Well, moving on back to your point that you were making before, like the season 1 feeling still.
Oh well. I was gonna
Is
say my
yeah.
biggest problem with season 1 is okay. When I say disaster curses, you each know what I mean generally.
Yeah.
So
It's like
Cal, you know what I
Jojo.
mean.
I believe so.
Okay, then I wasn't getting a response from you, so I was okay then. So like yeah, the like collective that is like Dagon Hanami, Mahito Jogo, Dagon Hanami. Okay, yeah.
Like the pinnacle
like,
of cursed spirits.
Yeah, essentially. I think when they weren't on screen in season 1, it wasn't. It was sort of mid, and that's like I don't know. Think on like all the best stuff from season 1. I think it's like Gojo versus Jogo, the Mahito Junpei stuff, Itadori and Todo versus Hanami.
Yeah, that's a really iconic one.
It's like I'm trying to think on stuff from season 1 that was like good that didn't have the disaster.
you
What
know
are
what?
the scene I'm oh go ahead, Yuri.
I'm thinking of nearing the end of season 1. It was the Ichidori and Nobara versus those two curses. I can't remember the names off the top of my head.
Oh, the brothers, yeah. That was good.
Afterwards.
That's another really good one. I was thinking of what you call it. When the main trio went into that school, like when like the whole like Sukuna shit happened where like he took over Itadori's body and all that and started fighting Megumi. I think that whole little section there was also really, really good.
I believe these sections are like fine. Some will say mid.
Are they exception? I don't know if these are exceptions because what other major events happen other than those?
Well, like that's sort of getting into my like I don't know, maybe not problem, but it's like
Wait,
in season
wait,
1,
wait, before you continue. Wasn't Hanami a disaster curse?
yeah.
Well, somebody counted that as like something that didn't have to do with them.
No, like Cal said like Itadori and Todo versus Hanami, but I don't think that was to like
Yeah, that's one of the iconic ones where like it's really, really good.
Okay. I misunderstood.
like in season 1 especially, but still in the rest of the series, the villains are drive the story, and that's like fine on its own. When I think on the biggest stretches in season 1 where the villains aren't present, I think on like the school battle stuff. I think on like what's even an example past that? I think on like a when they went to hunt down like the Sukuna parts in the beginning, but like and then like I think there was like a Megumi versus Sukuna part 2. I think so.
Was there? I don't remember this.
Megumi versus Sukuna.
Like, what do you mean part 2?
There was like a second battle that they did where like Sukuna still like cooked them. Yeah, here we are. I'm putting the clip in
The
here.
group chat?
Are you
like
calling part? Are you calling part 2 the when they when he got out of the?
No, I already talked about this one. That's the one I was saying.
It's part 1 on the rooftop,
I
or
mean, yeah, one's on the rooftop. And
Oh,
I
I don't count that as part 1. I'm gonna be real with you.
that wasn't a fight, bro.
It really
He showed
was.
part 1.
I guess technically it's part 1, but yeah, I already talked about this. Like, I liked this. I thought that was cool. I like that whole like underground scene as well.
It was fine.
I just don't think you have whimsy in your heart, DeadFun. I think that's what it is.
Wasn't Megumi going to be the main character after this? But then
No,
like,
it was
nah.
Yuta. Yuta was meant to be the main character after that.
I don't know.
remember-
Wait, no. Yuta was the MC, remember?
Yeah, this is true. Yuta's my favorite main character in JJK.
You're gonna Dad's gonna kill you all.
Getting
He's
to
gonna
my
kill us.
overall, I feel as if what is it? The villains generally drive the narrative in season one, so when they aren't on the screen, it feels like, what is it? I think if you were to talk to a random person, they'll be like, Megumi versus Sukuna. I think I recall that happening in the first episode, but they're not going to recall this part.
I don't agree with that. That was like a very pivotal point in the series because like Yuji like died or whatever, or what you call it. Then it directly leads to like not everyone knowing he's not alive and stuff like that. It leads to his training arc. I don't think this is true. Plus, we have the iconic scene of like before this where Yuji's like, I don't want to die, like crying for his life and stuff like that against like the really powerful cursed spirit. I think you're really downplaying this little section right here.
We can feel free to disagree. I think you're wrong, but that's fine.
I think you're wrong.
Okay,
Okay.
wait. Dad, I do think that you're wrong. Like earlier, you said that people wouldn't really remember like the part. I'm saying this in quotations. Part 2 of the Sukuna versus Megumi battle. Nobody remembers the first one.
Yeah.
That wasn't even the fight.
Oh wait, that's my point. Wait, hold up, that's my point. Wait, hold up. I'm
But
not saying
part
the
one
first
was in
is
episode
more like-
one. That's my thing. Or was it episode 2? Either way, the reason we don't remember part 1 is because that's not really a Megumi versus Sukuna fight. That's Gojo coming in and like fucking disgracing Sukuna, using him as a fucking chair. I think the argument here is there is no part 1 because that fight didn't really happen. That was more of a Gojo versus Sukuna.
Isn't even that there's a part 1 versus part 2. This is like a really pedantic discussion.
No, it's not
Hey,
pedantic.
my
You're just
point is
wrong.
that- No, okay then fine. Allow me to look up what this is called in the show in like general community talk. Part 1.
I don't even think any of them tried to swing on each other. Like he
If
was
I'm
like,
not mistaken, how it happened, like Megumi was like revving up to fight him or whatever. I don't even think Yuji fully turned.
he's like,
What you call it?
he's like-
Gojo came in and was like, "Hey, let him take over." There wasn't even a
he did
fight
turn for,
there.
like, he turned for like 30 seconds maybe, and then he was like, I'm gonna have to exercise you. And you
Okay.
turn back to normal.
Anyways,
okay,
to get to your actual point, DeadFun, I don't think that the two moments you're saying is like the Megumi fight 1, which I don't think is forgettable since that's like the first major introduction to Gojo, really, and Megumi part 2, which I also don't think is very forgettable, especially in like mainstream audiences, where it's like, oh yeah, that's when Megumi and Sukuna fought. Yuji like ripped out his heart and stuff like that. Or sorry, Sukuna ripped out his heart and Yuji transformed to sacrifice himself to save Megumi. Like that's plus there were really good fights in that one as well, which makes it even more memorable.
Okay then. It seems like I can't shift you from this position, but I still just think that you're wrong, but that's fine, I guess.
I think the only one I can kind of see like the school tournament thing, but was that only for like an episode or 2 and then we go into like the special grade curses?
No.
Was it more
like 8 to let's see, that was
Okay, see now that one's a good argument because I remember shit from that. I remember like a fight and then it went into special grade.
It was about 3 episodes and then to the special grade fight.
Oh, okay, so I was right. It was like 2 to 3. But I'll
Yeah.
agree with you
Just
that
look-
that little section was like very forgettable.
I don't know what you mean. We got our favorite person ever. The Wind Girl on her little witch thing.
Oh, I forgot.
What did she even,
Jesus.
what did she even do?
She can blow your wind to make your hair look nice.
Is that it? Wait, is this a meme?
This is a fucking. Okay, I'm so sorry. This is a fucking dumb point from the community where they're like, "Oh man, Kyoto is such fucking bums." When it's like most sorcerers are not like the main cast. The main cast is such like a fucking giga exception that it's crazy. It's great.
Also,
Yeah.
like Toto is a part of Kyoto. How is he
Toto-
trash? Like
Toto, Megamaru.
Yeah, is
Yeah,
Megamaru's the
Megamaru.
one who's like is the robot guy, right? That controls him from a distance? Okay,
Megamaru.
okay. He's not a bum.
Yeah.
No, but, like, the
Megamaru
general
and Toto
discussion-
carries.
Okay, wait, hold up. The Noritoshi Kamo dude, not that one. The fucking
Who?
school person one. This I'm gonna put them in general. This dude.
I believe it's talking about the blood guy?
Thank
like
you.
the,
Jeez.
Oh,
The
that
blood bow
guy.
guy.
I forgot about
cool.
him.
No, I
Yeah.
remembered him. Him and Megumi had a cool fight. What you call it? Where like he summoned an elephant.
This dude
The
pulls up
elephant
and
name is Matt. Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, Kyoto isn't really bombs. I mean, yeah, sure, there's like 2 bombs, like Miwa and Wind Girl.
Don't even-
That's
My-
Who's me? Oh,
bro,
that's the blue-haired sword one, right?
yeah.
No,
Uh-huh.
I fuck with her. You wanna know
Yeah.
why? Because she has an ultimate technique where she can't like wield a sword or use cursed energy after she uses it, which I respect hell of that they actually kept up with that. I feel like in a lot of anime, you have like this move that like when I use this, I won't be able to like obtain my full strength ever again. And then they're kind of still more or less the same. I fuck with the fact that after she used that move, she just couldn't do anything afterwards. Like it was genuinely like her last resort trump card move.
I'll be honest, Kyoto didn't have many. Like, sure had like 2 bumps, but that's really it, I think.
Okay,
Oh, wait, I don't
whatever.
even. Okay, wait. I'm so
What
sorry.
the-
Miwa was trying as hard as possible, and I don't know. Momo was just trying to be a fucking 9 to 5 in like sorcery. Like, so, I
Good
can
for
respect
her.
it.
Yeah. Clock in, clock out. Do you fucking hate
Well-
Nanami? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, so true.
Do you not like him? Do you think he's a bum?
You think Nanami's a bum? Huh?
No. Huh? No, fuck no. I actually like
Many
that.
Exactly.
sorcerers are just 9 to 5 workers. They aren't like, shit, I have to up my power level. And then, by the way, did you know that I have like a demon lord all the way from the Heian era? Here's like what I'm gonna say. You know, like, okay, Zan, you know, like, who's the fucking, I don't even recall the name. That's how much they didn't come up past season 1. You know, Panda, they're a bum by this
Oh god,
explanation.
I
They've just been
do.
getting goated.
Yeah, I fucking love Panda. I wish there was more of Panda. I'll be real.
Yeah, actually
No
same.
talk person. I think Inumaki. What the fuck do they do?
Okay.
Past season.
I feel like Inumaki definitely should have done more. His curse technique is insane.
It's
But-
insane, but the blowback is way too like much.
Everybody else
Wait,
is
hold
just
up.
more
Here's like,
insane.
here's like what they did. They made Sukuna freeze up literally 1 second, and then all the fucking shit they could do just fucking ruptured.
It really is. As much as I love my goat, I feel like they kind of like made Yuta Inumaki since he could just copy his curse technique.
Oh boy, you want to dive into the Yuta topic?
You know what? Let's have Flash go on this topic, and then we'll go
Yeah.
into the MC topic.
Okay.
Okay,
I brought this up earlier, but Gojo powers, they irritate me.
Why?
you and the author both.
Okay.
Yeah.
As I said earlier, it's because of power scaling. And shush, don't say anything, because power scaling has a lot to do with a community, okay? And whenever power scaling with Gojo comes up, like oh yeah, they can't beat Gojo, he has infinity. That's like there's billions of characters that can beat Gojo. And I hate it when people say Goku can't beat Gojo. Yes, he can. Why wouldn't he be able to?
Because of infinity.
And okay, tell me, what is infinity?
Essentially, isn't it the fact that he can basically control like the shit around him, where like even if you try to hit him, your like movements are going so I can't even say that word. So fucking slow that like you can't really hit him because you're moving at like a tiny fraction at the speed you can even move.
Okay, now tell me, what does that do to someone who's faster than light?
Gojo can move faster than light. I don't know what to tell you. He always has it up too.
I'm gonna tell you.
He also
Can I say
always
that
has it
one?
up, so like
Can I- wait,
he
can I
doesn't
say
even need
that?
reaction time.
Wait, okay. First of all, Gojo is not faster than light. I don't know where you heard this propaganda.
On the power
no.
scaling community subreddit, obviously.
I don't know. Take what they say with a grain of salt, bro. Have you actually seen him move faster than speed of light?
I mean, technically, did you see his domain expansion? That was faster than speed of light. Like, did you see a fucking Gojo's eye? Or Jogo? I forgot his name. I get their names mixed up all the time. Either way, plus he doesn't even need reaction time. He always has it up.
I literally said nothing about reaction time. Goku's just faster.
It doesn't matter if he's faster if he can't hit him.
Yes, he can. And plus,
He can't
okay.
because of infinity.
Okay. Somebody else say something that's not Cal. He's not allowed to talk on this topic.
I have no take on this since I don't know how they both scale.
Same.
I'm having a lot of fun
Okay.
here.
And also, what's Gojo gonna do? Wait, no, I'm not gonna use that. I'm not gonna use that because that's random. That's something that everybody always brings up. They always like what if he just blows up the planet? They both die. Goku can't breathe in space, but
Well, they could hypothetically like instant transmission to a different planet where they can breathe.
he could.
How do domain expansions work? Can you breathe in your like? I assume you can breathe in domain, but how does that work? Is that like a parallel
think you have-
world?
I think you have to specifically like make it so the domain expansion will like produce oxygen. Like I don't. It's not like a parallel world. It's like it's a domain that you have expanded.
I guess,
Wait a
well,
second.
like Gojo's, I don't know, it's weird. Like fucking Jogo's one is like full on lava and stuff like that. I guess the reason I'm asking is because everyone can breathe normally in like almost all the domains.
Well, no, it was explicitly like said if Itadori was to separate from Gojo within Jogo's domain, they'll have like been actually cooked. Like,
What you call it? Well, that was more so they would be like fried alive, wasn't it? Less of like they
well,
couldn't breathe.
well, still, yeah. It's apparent that like the domain itself will have like conditions based on what is it? Okay, here's like how I'll put it, Cal.
Hmm.
When your a domain expansion will take in all the stuff that's like, it creates like a bubble, and all the stuff in the bubble are pulled into the domain expansion. So like, if there's oxygen where you do the domain expansion, then you're pulling in the oxygen as well that you continue to breathe in. That's how I'm gonna say it.
Fair enough. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. Gojo could still survive because he can just domain expansion and just live there.
No,
Oh,
this is
well,
not
didn't
true.
they do that with fucking Fish Guy's
No,
domain?
because when you create a domain expansion, when you can have it broken into from the outside. So then Goku literally just instant transmissions out of the domain expansion and then fucking punches it and breaks it and they die.
Also, uh, people in Dragon Ball, like Goku and others, they can like break dimensions by like screaming.
But we're talking
So
about Goku
yeah,
specifically, aren't we?
yeah. I said Goku and others in Dragon
Oh,
Like,
Ball.
no, like I know, aren't you referring to like Kid Buu?
Yeah, Gotenks
But
did that.
like,
And then Boo did
I'm bored. We're
also.
just talking about Dragon Ball.
oh fucking
I'm bringing up. No, y'all were just talking about Jujutsu Kaisen, and so now I'm bringing in the Goku
Yo,
side of
it's
the argument.
crazy that we're talking about Jujutsu Kaisen on the JJK episode. Who would have
You're
fucking
still talking about
believed?
JJK.
Okay, and also,
JJK episode.
shut up. Also, how would he even hurt Goku?
Okay,
Like his
Flash, I'm
standard
pretty sure
attack
each
is like,
person in this call is gonna be like, yeah, we think Goku can take down Gojo, except Cal since they're being annoying.
What you call it?
Yuri is just
I'm trying to be. I'm trying to embrace a power scaler right now. Okay, you have to win an argument
Yuri,
against
like,
me.
You know what? Okay, DeadFun. You fucking let's talk about the MCU now. Finally, thank God.
MCU.
The MC.
okay, then Yuta. I think Yuta is bad in like a narrative sense. I think they cause many problems, both small and not small. And I think it comes down to the biggest problem I have with Yuta will be that once they copy a person, the person they copy 9 times out of 10, maybe there's like some small exception you can mention, becomes like the worst version. If you want an example, curse speech with Inumaki, sky manipulation with a person in season 3. I can mention so many different characters from season 3. What is it? There's a person called Charles Bernard in season 3 that they copy. They become
what?
Charles Bernard,
yeah, Charles Bernard.
Charles
my
Bernard.
favorite character in JJK.
I don't.
Honestly enough, I
Right?
do agree with you on that. Like on that full point of like Yuta. Yuta as a character, I don't know. Anytime I try to like them, something holds me back from.
So here's the problem as well. In season 0, I don't know if you call it like it's technically a season since that's how it like was in I believe the manga. Maybe I'm tripping, but it's like
It was volume 0, if I'm not mistaken,
yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah.
manga.
I'll say as well, back then, I'm pretty sure the reason Yuta's powers ended up like they did was that in the beginning, curse stuff was supposed to be sort of like more a Naruto system where you can pick up on different shit. And so, Yuta being like the main dude decided to pick up stuff from each buddy that they have, and then, so they ended up getting stuff from like, I'll say Inumaki, and then blah, blah, blah. But like, and then, that was how like the curse spirit stuff with like Rika did function as well. It's like you don't gotta have like a specific curse technique with like Rika. It's just like something you can pick up since it's like it was like that type of setting. But now to try to make that work in like retrospect, they have to make it so Yuta has like copy powers, and I don't like it. I'll say as well, Yuta is very much boring. In season 3, they pretty much they sort of did have a cool route they could have taken with Yuta, where it's like, ah shit, Yuta's coming in to like kill the MC like Itadori, and then like there's gonna be like some conflict there between like the second years and stuff like this. But then it was just sort of like, oh well, you see, I'm actually just like a really good person. And by the way, I'm. It's like in a story when like do you each know when like a person is like, why didn't the person in the story just do this to solve all the problems? Yuta is like that, but like personified in the story, and I don't like it. I think that's boring. Why
I
didn't
could
the
see that.
person just? But Cal, I've said all my main points. I think so. You are the I think Yuta defense force in this case. So like, what's up?
Before I go, do you two want to say anything?
I'm gonna be honest. I can't say much that DeadFun hasn't already said. I agree with 100% on like what like Yuta as a character could have been likable, could have been like that. Like sure in the Jujutsu Kaisen like 0, it was like really cool starting up, but then it's just the fall off once season 3 happens. It's just the fall off of Yuta as a character thing for me.
Okay. I have my problem with Yuta is the same problem I have with Sasuke.
Okay.
So the Sharingan, I don't like that because you see something once. If you see something with the Sharingan, it stays in your mind forever. The Sharingan gives you an identic memory. And so Sasuke, he had the audacity to copy my goat's move. He copied Rock Lee's move, and like, okay. And the problem I have with that is the whole point. No, we're not talking about Naruto. Okay, wait. It just makes other people feel irrelevant. Like, what's the point of having him here if he can do the same thing? Like,
Unlocking on a special grade level.
it just kind of irritates me. Everybody else is just useless.
Honestly, I won't try to defend Yuta's powers because I do very much agree with you guys on that. Especially in the fact that once Yuta copies someone's abilities, they kind of become a little obsolete throughout the story. That I won't argue. I'm here to defend Yuta as a character. Now, DeadFun, you had mentioned that you don't like that Yuta is a good person, correct? Or like I might be. Can you re-explain that?
I don't like how they're boring within the narrative. They basically take all the correct actions all the time.
I guess.
Name me a mistake that they've made.
The mistake they made, I actually don't know. Maybe I should have read the manga. Maybe this would have helped my argument.
Maybe in like Jujutsu Kaisen 0, but that isn't really the discussion point here, since that was like a different series, sorta. What I'm talking is like season 3 crap, and I feel like there's literally no mistake you can point to that they've made.
What you call it? Fair. What you call it? See, I like Yuta for what they represent, in my opinion. Because honestly, season 1 Yuta hit me really, or I guess season 0 Yuta hit me really, really hard in the sense of the character arc they went through, which does lead into like everything else. In the sense of they're a grieving person, right? Who basically sheltered themselves off from the rest of the world because like they were grieving, or I guess technically because of Rika, but it's meant to be a representation of someone like that just lost someone who's grieving, someone who's going through hardships, who oftentimes shelter themselves from the outside world, whether to protect them or to protect others in a weird mindset way. Then throughout the story, we see that he can begin to start leaning on others, begin to like open up a little bit. We see this especially with Maki specifically. Rika being a physical representation of Yuta's mental state, essentially not being able to let go of the past of what he's lost. And then by the end of the story, obviously we see he let go of Rika, what you call him, was able to move on. I know I'm meant to be defending. I don't like that after he gave up Rika, he still technically had Rika. I didn't like that. I think that kind of fucked up like what that was meant to represent in a way. Like I don't like the whole ring bullshit. I'll be real. When I first saw that, I was genuinely pissed the fuck off. But I think
Yuta makes no mistakes. What can you say?
what you call it? I like what Yuta represents in JJK in the fact he is a good person. I'll admit him having no mistakes is boring. You know, I just realized I think I like the idea of Yuta more than I actually like Yuta in general. If I'm being perfectly honest. Like,
well, that's you're fine to like see it that way. I don't know.
I like what Yuta represents in the sense of like he's a good person in like this very shitty environment. Like,
so like Itadori.
Kind of. Well, this is the whole thing, right? Like Itadori and Yuta essentially have the same fucking arc because they're both technically the main character.
Like, here's my take. Itadori's is way less boring since, like, I know the meme is that, like, suffering to suffering.
Yeah, suffering builds character, suffering builds character. What can I say? I posted that on my story after everything that happened. What you call it? It's a base.
That's something. That's something. I don't know.
I feel like what could have happened is that I think what brings Yuta down is that Itadori exists in the sense of again, this is something I don't know if it's true or not, because I could have sworn it was true, and then I heard people saying it was a myth that Yuji was supposed to die when
I heard
Sukuna sacrificed himself, and then Yuta was meant to be the main character. That's why JJK 0 happened. But Gege, with the success JJK had found, was really scared that if he killed off Itadori, that the sales would dramatically drop or whatever, and ended up backing out of that plan. Again, I don't know if that's entirely true, but I'm going to go with the mindset that that is true for this argument's sake. In the sense of, I feel like had Yuta became the main character, a lot of the development we see in Yuji would have happened with Yuta. And I feel like Yuta definitely would have went down a completely different route.
At what point was this in your hypothetical? At what point is this happening?
Essentially, what you call it? Yuji was
Maybe like
supposed.
season 1, season 2.
It would have been at the end of season 1 is when Yuji would have been dead. What you call it? And if I'm not mistaken, Yuta was then meant to like introduce himself in like the what you call it? The what is it? Like the high school game thing, the competition thing, right before like the cursed spirit showed up.
Maybe then. Okay.
What you call it? And then like what you call it?
It feels like at that point it'll have been such a different story to the point where like I can't really say a take then.
Fair enough. But essentially, my issue is that Itadori and Yuta basically have the same like story point where Yuta like essentially says, "I'll become the monster." Essentially, so that others don't have to suffer. I'll
Like,
take.
now that you say it. Oh
like-
wait, it's actually so much worse. They literally have Itadori's exact same arc, but it's
Yeah,
just like they return back fine.
Yeah, you see the issue? Like they genuinely have the same exact story point. They have the same
What
exact
the
like character
fuck?
journey. It's very clear to me both of them were meant to be the main character in some capacity. But since Itadori survived, all this shit went to Itadori instead of Yuta. So Yuta just became like a shittier version of Itadori in hindsight.
Well, I guess his power still worked and copied it, but took a shittier version.
Facts. But
What you
like I have one more topic before we have like sort of the wrap up part with season 3.
Yeah,
That's fine.
no, that's fine.
Hot take, Hakari fucking blows. Hakari.
Okay. I want you to fucking explain your shitty ass mouth.
Okay, I'm really bad with names. This is Gambling Guy, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you call it? Listen, where's my goat bin? He's been missing for 800 chapters.
I'm so sorry, Yuri. You're gonna have to have this be defended. Hakari's battles, all 3 main battles they were in, all went the exact same fucking way.
Yeah, because they're
Where
the
it's
goat.
like-
They don't have to switch things up. They're just good at their job.
Yo, dude, fucking
Mhm.
Charles Bernard versus Hakari.
Charles
you
Bernard
know,
is an Italian bum, okay?
fucking-
Charles Bernard, bro.
It's Charles Bernard. The fucking goat, dude.
Is this an actual person or am I? Or it's like a thing that I don't understand.
No, he's a real thing. I looked him up. He's
There we go,
he's
there we go, there we
French.
Hakari loses battle. Hakari's on the ropes from the stuff the opposite person has. Spins the slot machine. And then
That's
they,
jackpot,
win
baby. Let's
automatically.
go. Fucking
And then-
gambling my.
And then turns the battle and then wins.
Yeah, I know.
What you
perfect,
call it? Because
efficient.
it's rigged. That's the whole thing. He knows
But
he's
that's-
gonna win it.
It's fucking boring. It's
What you call
I
it?
feel like-
I think you
that-
just hate my goat because he's good at his job, okay? Maybe if
I'm so
Nami was
sorry.
better at his 9 to 5, he wouldn't be fucking dead right now.
Yo, Cal, I'm so sorry. What ended up happening with Urame? Who ended up getting stalled? Ended up
Which-
getting-
Listen, we don't know what happened in that fight, okay? We for all we know, what you call it, he could have had her at the ropes.
Urame just gave up, bruh, since they didn't have a Sukuna to like give a shit with.
Yeah, and had they continued the fight, Hakari probably would have won. I don't see the issue here.
I'm so sorry. This dude needed to pull up a slot machine on Charles Bernard. I don't know.
Okay,
Are you saying
I'll-
Urame was
Frank.
getting
Well, why? Here's the thing. He found the most efficient route to take care of the problem, so he did it. What you call it? Hit a jackpot, wipe the floor with him, go home, sip some tea, fuck my femboys, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you just don't see a go for his efficiency. Okay?
I feel like people like him because of the novelty of his technique.
It's literally
how base
that
it
and
is.
aura. That and aura. That
Like-
is
That more. It's
The
but thing
dancing
is, like,
scene alone is iconic enough.
I'll be honest.
Okay, what's up, Yuri?
I think with Akari, it's not him just like wanting to go, oh, this is a really hard fight. It's not. I think with Akari, it's like the fuck it. I'm living. I'm beating this bitch. I think it's more like that than like, I'll use this good technique. I'll make sure I'll stay on like the Hakari doesn't view like it's the thing of like damn I'm trying to fucking word this shit. How how like most sorcerers will view like battles all that jazz.
Do
I'm so
With
what?
sorry.
Hakari it doesn't at all.
You
Yeah, but
dislike
that's low-key
Hakari
fucking
from, like,
boring.
I mean, fucking
you like the aura they have, you like the vibe they have, and that's it.
Again,
Finished.
Hakari is like really good. I I have to admit, what you call it, Akari's fights are low key boring from what I saw. They do all like happen the same exact way. They're just really fucking funny.
Fuck it, yeah. Hakari is a
But
brain
you
rot character for me.
say what
Who?
you want, but like Yuta's battle in season 3 wasn't like bad. The battle itself. It was like a good like 3-way battle. Like, but with Hakari, it's like, yeah, like.
We're on a
Once in the battle,
train.
I like how he made his technique like it only lasts as long as his favorite anime intro, which is based, by the way.
I think overall Akari's a based person or like a base character. I just think their fights are boring. I think like the little character interactions I've seen of him are like fun. I think him as a character is fun. I think his fights are like one note essentially.
But like my problem with this is that JJK is like a battle manga, so it's like if the person's battles are sort of boring or sort of, I don't know what is there's not that much meat on the bones.
This is true. You know, what I find funny is that I wholeheartedly believe the reason that we didn't see Hakari's fight for like the last bit is that it was just gonna be copy and paste the same thing for
Actually,
like the entire thing. Fucking ice person is about to kill Hakari. He gets a jackpot, comes up, starts beating them. Hakari's about to die again, jackpot, and like just rinse, repeat for like 300 for as long as the final fight lasted for.
And by the way, here's the problem. Here's the problem as well. You could mix this up if the opponent was like permitted to use domain expansion. But one, most of the opponents Hakari has don't have domain expansion, and two, the stuff they have is a domain expansion, so they're just gonna clash it and then like fucking just continue to have it be the exact same stuff.
Listen, let me get the record straight, okay? Charles Bernard has a very strong domain expansion. He just chose not to use it. Thank you very much.
What does Charles Bernard do?
He's a
Okay, like,
goat.
so pretty much, if I recall correct, Charles Bernard has the fucking move where like when they hit you with the pen they have, they can pull up pages on you like Rohan from Part 4 and then read. I think it's like 4 seconds into the future. Whereas,
Oh,
unlike what you're gonna do. And by the way, you think that's I say this and it was something like that, and then you're gonna think like, oh well, Akari must have needed to like come up with some really creative stuff to like win this battle. No, it's like Japhawk that wins.
Listen. I'm just gonna say this. Look at my go right here, okay? Look
okay.
at my
Wait.
go.
Realistically, if y'all had his powers, y'all would just spam it too, wouldn't y'all?
Well, that was
Sure,
my
but it's
argument. It's
like-
like he's like he knows what to do, he gets it done, but it's just boring. Boom, boom, boom. There. Look at my goat. They rip all his femboys.
God.
Okay. Is this lore I'm missing?
I think Hakari canonically has a trans girlfriend and a femboy. They're dating.
They have Kirara. This is true. The middle person there. Oh,
So
by the
what
way,
is the other people?
honor. Okay, like, oh well, my bad.
Hold on, guys. 1 second.
This is Kirara when they decide to hook up with Hakari.
Wow.
It's based as fuck. It's based.
Okay, there we go. I'm back.
Wow.
Just like me, for real.
I don't know. I think if this wasn't a battle manga and we were provided more time with Hakari, I think they're like personally cool as fuck. It's just the battles they have are boring.
I think Hakari is like a really fun character. They were just put in the wrong manga.
Yeah, essentially, like actually.
I think their technique would be really cool if it's something that like we didn't see a whole lot. What you call it?
Yeah.
Like what you call it? They're on the. It would be funny if he became Gojo. We gotta stall until Hakari can show up.
Here's like what I think. I think Hakari makes a really good villain concept. Think on if you're like the MC and you gotta basically like wait until like pretty much you have this villain with this bullshit power set where like they continue to win like a lottery type system, and so you gotta like have the battle dragged on until you can like waste it up. That's like a cool like villain, but
Wait, so I'm hearing okay. I'm pretty sure this was mentioned earlier. Like somebody said that Yuta would have been better as a villain, I think.
That as well, I think so personally, since like they're a villain, so like when they copy stuff, it's supposed to be like we all have to team up and stop them.
So what I'm hearing is a lot of people would have been just better as villains.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah,
That's my
sort of.
Hmm.
yeah.
Wait,
But
uh,
like,
are we going to talk on the Zeebzorps or no?
Zeebzor.
I think we can sort of have a wrap-up section on first, like, okay, from each person here that actually cares, so I guess not you. What are you each, like, most hyped to see in Season 3? With me, personally, I have, like, 3 different points, I think, but we're gonna do it in the same that we did in the beginning, so you up first here.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm excited for. There's so many good fights. I'm just
Judge, jury, executioner.
Oh, Iguruma, my yo,
I'm ready to go to fucking law school. Okay, let's put on the suits show.
Listen,
I'm
listen.
ready.
I'm ready for my Ace Attorney fight. I'm ready for that.
Iguruma is actually the best narrative part in Season 3. I think there's gonna be.
I'm so
and battle
excited.
too. It's so
I'm
but,
excited
like,
for Ace Attorney. I can't
yeah,
lie.
Higuruma's. I'll say as well, there's this dude in Season 3 that's gonna be called Reggie that Megumi's gonna have a battle with, and it's gonna be a pretty fucking hype battle. I know you. Here's the problem, Cal. You know this shit from like what like they decided like what the web's like spoiled to you. So you don't know
Yeah.
who Reggie is. Cool as fuck battle.
I've heard Reggie's name before. Hold on, let me look them up. If I see an image, I'll probably remember. I just don't. Even if I watch a show, I don't remember fucking names. Reggie. I like their name, Reggie. JJK.
It's
Oh, I saw this guy.
Oh, you saw the battle? They have a. I think they're gonna have like the second coolest battle.
What you call it? Is this I don't know if this happened in
have-
season 2 or if it will happen in season 3. Did Maki's brother already become a curse or something like that? Or did that happen in season 2?
Yeah, that was it. No, that was gonna be Season 3, and that's
Oh,
now.
okay.
Yeah, that's now.
Yeah, what you call
Wait.
it? Yeah.
I forgot one more. Does a comedy man show up? I forget the comedy man show up.
Yeah,
Comedy
they're
man! What you call it? I can't wait. Oh, I forgot about him. He's very relevant in a very specific aspect.
I cannot wait for Ace Attorney and Weird Al Yankovic to show up.
I can't wait for Kenjaku to become American. It's gonna be based.
I want Naoya because the sexism memes are pretty funny. I want Iguruma because Saul Goodman.
Yeah, what you call it? I've been watching Breaking Bad. It's really good.
Okay then. So
You
like
said Saul Goodman.
Okay. I might start watching Jujutsu Kaisen again, just so I can see the I don't know I don't know what it's called, but Maki's gonna go on her Itachi arc and kill like a bunch of people.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, what you call it? That's when what you call it? The cursed spirit thing happens and stuff like that. Ooh, what you call it? I will say this is what I'm excited for in the new manga series that's coming out. There's a certain aspect of JJK that I don't think that was explored very much. That I don't know if they will. It's what the fuck is that? The plant curse spirit. What's her name again? Yes.
Hanami?
Wasn't it discussed that they weren't like technically a cursed spirit or something like that? They were something else, and then it was just never brought up again.
No, they're a cursed spirit.
I could have sworn. I'm gonna do research after this, but I could have sworn something like that was mentioned, and it was just never brought up.
I have no clue what you mean.
Okay, well, whatever. You guys fucking hate me anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I see. Well then.
Okay, Dad. I'm not sure if we were recording when you said this, but you said that you don't want the cursed spirits to be like aliens and stuff. Okay.
If we're talking on the spin-off a little bit, then it's like I think the alien stuff that they did is like I don't know, I'm curious to see where it's headed. I think alien stuff could be good, but it's very like it could be good, but it could be like really horrible.
I agree that I don't want them to be alien because isn't the whole point of a cursed spirit is that it's the fears of humanity that like are like conjured up in like physical form.
I think that's what cursed spirits are. But I want Jujutsu Kaisen to be like Dandadan, where like they are both ghosts and aliens.
Can we get one episode where that show isn't mentioned?
It's Pete. Okay.
I hope you know. Hold on, Isiah. I hope you know what you call it. That you low key might have gotten one of our subscribers to watch Dandadan. So good for you. I hope you're happy.
What is that?
What do you mean? What is that?
It's Spinoff Toto, dude. It's I hope you know I now have to put this on the screen in the episode.
What the fuck is? Wait, I fuck with this. It's my goat. It's my goat.
But still, I don't know. I think we're like way too much in the beginning with the spinoff. The beginning part seems like fine. It
Fucking
could be good.
Zeebzorb, man, my favorite character, Zeebzorb.
Yeah, dude. We're gonna have special person in this episode, boys. We're gonna have Zeepsorp. Hello there. Can you introduce yourself?
Can Zeebzorb be a reoccurring character? Can we have him on the podcast from now on?
Maybe if we have a Boruto episode.
A Boruto episode?
I
No.
think Dan could work as well.
It could definitely work.
Like, yo, dude, don't say to Zeepsorb where they were at in Dan to Dan episode 1.
Zeebzorb will be a part of this podcast every time we need to talk about something alien, okay? So now we need to he can show up for the Halloween special. That's what he can show up for.
Still, with that getting said, have we essentially discussed Jujutsu Kaisen, all that we see fit?
I think so.
You know what? Yeah, fuck it, I'll say it. What was everyone's one favorite fight from the series?
If you want me to say
one.
from the top, if you want me to say from the top, I think Itadori versus Choso.
You would like that one, wouldn't you?
Okay.
I'll be honest. For me, it's Itadori and Toto versus is Hanami their name? The plant one?
Hanami.
Yeah, Hanami.
Yeah, Hanami. Really good fights. I see some really good edits with some music. Really good fights overall.
I liked the fight with when Yuji and Nobara fought that one thing. Those two things, I mean.
That's
Yeah,
another
that's
good one too.
Aren't they Yuji's brothers?
Yeah,
Like
this is
things that they
completely
know?
true. This is Itadori was
Yeah.
committing a what you call it, no, it's not patricide, it's not fratricide. What's it called? It must be
Brother
like,
side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's brother.
I don't think that's an actual word.
No, it is now. It's canon. We can put it in the dictionary.
We don't have fratricide, we don't have patricide, we have brother side. It's still on you, Cal.
Fuck. I don't know actually. I'm gonna be real. I guess top of head, probably like the Gojo Toji fight.
Gojo versus Curse Spirits. Oh, that.
I think that was a really good one. I didn't watch the season. I just watched the fight on YouTube.
But is that it?
Yeah, I believe that is it.
Okay, bye.
Wait, no.
Bye.
Tune in
Wait,
next
no,
week.